All right. Hi, guys. I'm Alex. I'll be leading the group today. Before you introduce yourselves, I wanted to go over a few things. We're going to discuss confidentiality. So, everything we discuss in this group today must be treated with respect and confidentiality. It is an essential part of creating a safe, reliable therapeutic space. So, confidentiality helps develop trust in this group. My job is to help you through your therapy journey with the tools I have learned. I will not share with others without your consent unless I am legally or ethically required to do so. I also express to you guys as well, please do not share what other members in this group have expressed to you because we're respecting their confidentiality and their stories. So, due to confidentiality, there are some limitations. I am a mandated reporter, and I want to explain that confidentiality only goes so far. If I feel that there is child or elder abuse possibly happening, I will have to report it. And then that group member may have to be excused from the group due to that abuse. And then I also want to discuss, before we get into today, crosstalk. We want to advise against if someone shared something, please don't look at them and interrupt them or advise them on how to work on their own anxiety. That is why we're here as a group, to express and not be told that what we're doing wrong or right. So please do not question other group members or interrupt them. So now I will let you guys introduce yourselves. Just go around saying your name and why you are joining us today.
Okay, hi, my name's Ashley. I'm joining this group today because I have really bad anxiety and I barely leave my house because I think I'm gonna die every second of the day by car accident or getting shot, because that's the United States for us. But yeah, that's why I joined this group today, and hopefully I can share with you guys why my anxiety is so bad. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Stephanie. I joined this group because I have anxiety and trust issues. I can't leave my house because I don't trust people. Similar to what Ashley had mentioned, I have anxiety over going out to the movies, to a bar, to the mall, even the grocery store, because of all the stuff that's happening in the world today. So
My name is Hannah. I just have really bad anxiety when meeting new people and just being in situations where I'm uncomfortable, don't know a lot of people. Yeah, so it kind of just makes me not want to leave or interact with anybody.
Hi, my name is Mo, and I have anxiety. I don't leave the house very often. I just kind of am a homebody, and I don't really like getting out. I'm nervous about what's out there and just seeing everything happen on the news, and it just makes me really nervous, and I just don't like interacting with people too often.
Hi, my name's Mackenzie, and I'm here today because I also have anxiety and ADHD. Those both kind of go hand in hand at causing me to have issues with going out and socializing normally and interacting with people on a day-to-day basis. So that's kind of why I'm here today.
Thank you all for sharing what brought you here today. Does anyone have a specific precipitating event that caused them to realize they needed to join a group to help? If not, all good.
I have one. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Ashley.
I actually got on the floor, like the dirty floor of a movie theater, because I saw a guy in a ski mask and I thought he was going to shoot up the movie theater. So I physically got on the floor and ducked down, and it was awkward because everyone was still standing. But yeah, that's what happened, and that's kind of why I'm here.
Okay, thank you for sharing that. And I wanted to remind everyone that everyone has a story, and this is a safe space to be open and honest with yourself. Mackenzie, I believe you also wanted to share. You are still open to do that.
I retract.
Okay. So I wanted to check in with all of you today before we start our activity to see where you would rank your current anxiety from the past few days. It would be from 0 to 4 with minimal, and then a score to 5 to 9 would be mild. A score to 10 to 14 would be moderate, and anything higher than 15 would be severe. So where do you guys see yourself on this scale from the past 2 days?
I would say a 4.
I would say for myself, somewhere around like a 6.
I'm probably like a 5.
I'm probably like a 5, 5.5. I don't know which one to choose. One of those two.
Probably like a 7.
All right. So our group topic today for our meeting will be how we deal with anxiety in social settings. I saw that most of you had a conjoined problem with your anxiety in social settings, like Ashley, how she said at the movie theater, or Stephanie, how she said just leaving your house, or Hannah, trusting people in groups. So we're going to do a sentence completion form. I'll read out the sentence. You can write it down and then finish the blank. The first one is, when I enter a new group, I feel blank. When I enter a new group, I feel blank. The second sentence is, when people first meet me, they blank. Number 3, when I am in a new group, I feel most comfortable when. When I am in a new group, I feel most comfortable when. Number 4, I feel annoyed when the leader blanks. I feel annoyed when the leader blanks. And then 5, in a group, I am most afraid of blank. When you guys are done completing those sentences, please look up so I know that you are done.
The last one, sorry.
Okay, you're good. The last one is, in a group, I am most afraid of blank.
Can I get clarification on one of these?
Yes, of course.
I feel annoyed when the leader, does that mean you or like my boss or?
The leader being the leader of this group, this therapy
Okay.
group, just to understand anything that could possibly trigger you while we're in this group session. So I would avoid that or try to bring it up saying that I'm not doing it on purpose, but it's to help you in that sense of anxiety. And then when we are all done, please say done.
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 Again, please do not feel rushed while answering these questions. Please take your time.
I'm having a hard time answering the question about you specifically. So just
Okay.
more clarification on that.
Okay, so as this group progresses, has there been anything from a leadership standpoint in your life that you've acknowledged could possibly be a trigger?
Okay, so not specifically you. Okay, I
Not
see.
specifically me, but something that you
Okay.
would see as a trigger.
Okay, I'm done.
I'm done.
All right, and then Hannah, are you done? Okay. All right, so now that we've answered those questions, I wanted to ask you which sentence stood out as the hardest or easiest to you?
I think, are we supposed to answer?
Yes, you may answer.
Okay. I think I know which one was the hardest to answer. The hardest one to answer is when people first meet me, they feel blank. And I think that one was the hardest for me to answer because I don't know what people think when they meet me. I don't know. It was just hard for me to answer.
Same.
And I think the easiest to answer is when I'm in a new group, I feel the most comfortable when blank. Because that was the easiest for me.
Same.
Okay, and Stephanie, it sounded like it was also hard for you when people first meet you. Can you explain your answers?
Yes, I mean, I noticed it when people first meet me, and then that's all I wrote down as the question, and it's like they don't really talk to me. It's like I feel like I'm on an island by myself, and it's like nobody wants to talk to me or listen to what I have to say, or they talk over me, and it's just uncomfortable.
Would anyone else like to share what questions stood out to them?
After getting that clarification, for that question I asked, I feel annoyed when the leader, it kind of helped clear up that, like that might have been a harder question for me to answer, but I do know that, like when someone diminishes how I feel, especially in a leadership position, that can be hard. And then I also had troubles, sorry, I know this is a second one. I also had troubles answering that other question where people, when they first meet me, I too don't really know how people perceive me when they first meet me. So it was hard to kind of pinpoint what they could think. But from input, I can kind of like when I get to know other people, that's when I start getting their input on what they like may have thought of me when I first met them.
Okay. So I would like to draw on question 5. I feel annoyed when the leader. Please share your answer for that one. We can start with Ashley, and then we'll move to Stephanie, Hannah, Mo, and then Mackenzie.
I answered that I feel annoyed when the leader like seems insensitive or just like not interested. Cause like, I don't know, like when you're talking to someone, they just don't seem interested or they don't really like look like they care. It's like not like easy to open up to them because like they don't seem genuine, like they're just there for a paycheck. So that's what I said.
And I said something along the same lines. I don't like it when they talk down to me or they don't understand or hear what I'm saying. They just kind of like go off on their own and just completely not even listen to what I'm trying to say.
I said, I kind of wrote the same thing, but then I also put like kind of overstepping boundaries a little bit, like pushing me when there's something that I'm not necessarily like comfortable with talking to them about yet, or like just digging too deep on like one topic for too long, I guess. I don't know.
I said I feel annoyed when the leader puts unwanted attention on me.
And then I kind of said it earlier, but I feel annoyed when the leader diminishes how I feel. I also added like gaslighting. If a leader tries to gaslight, that can annoy me.
Yeah, I just want to add another one. They compliment you, but do they really mean it? Or is it just like a facade? I can't believe, like with my boss, she says all these great things, but yet if she says all these great things, then why am I not progressing in my job? So it kind of gets annoying.
Mm-hmm. I'm hearing that our group anxiety is pinpointed on, I don't understand what this person thinks of me, and I'm worried that it could be negative. So I wanted to highlight that me as the leader of this group, I'm not here to push you guys into sharing, but to make this environment comfortable enough to allow you to open up and share. And then I also want to highlight, I may cut you off sometimes, and it's not to offend, but to keep the conversation safe for others. I want to make you guys feel comfortable enough to share further. So now that we have completed our group warm up of the questions, I wanted to do a little body scan. So for this, you guys can close your eyes, you guys can relax your muscles, and I want to welcome you into a little body scan. So over the next several minutes, you will focus on the physical sensations throughout your body. These sensations might be feeling of the clothes on your skin, tension within your muscles, the temperature of the air, or anything else you can feel. Sometimes you might notice any sensation at all. Your job is to simply observe these sensations. You do not need to change how your body feels or do anything else. To begin, sit back or lie down in a comfortable position. Close your eyes if you're comfortable doing so, or let your gaze soften. Take a few deep breaths. Notice the feelings all throughout your feet, including your sole, heel, toes, and the top of the foot. Notice the sensation of the ground, your shoes, and anything else you can detect. Travel up your body, noticing the sensations in your ankles, shins, and calves. Notice sensations both deep in the muscles and on the surface of your skin. Continue noticing the feelings in your legs as you move up to your knees and thighs. Notice how your clothing feels against your skin. Continue in your hips and backside. Simply notice the feelings without any need to change them. Pay attention to the feelings in your lower back and abdomen. Notice how your body feels against the surface on which you are sitting or lying down. For a few moments, pay attention to your breath. Notice how your abdomen rises when you breathe in deeply and falls when you exhale. Experience the sensations in your upper back and chest. Notice the feeling of clothing on your body. Now, notice the feelings in your hands, fingers, and wrists. Notice the sensations in your forearms, upper arms, and shoulders. attention to the feelings in your neck and throat. Notice the feelings in your face and head, and to every feature in your face, one by one. Finally, slowly scan your entire body, noticing all the sensations from your toes to the top of your head. The body scan exercise is coming to a close. At your own pace, allow your eyes to open. This concludes our body scan exercise. During our exercise, did you feel more of a relief off of your chest? We can go around explaining how we felt during it.
I felt relief in like my facial muscles, I think. I felt a lot of like the tingling, but I also felt like just the air against my face as well. But it feels like my muscles are like more relaxed in my face.
I'm completely relaxed, ready for a nap.
I feel like I had like a lot of tension and like my like shoulders and back was just like kind of relaxed a bit. So
I felt relaxed in my face and my shoulders and like neck area. I feel like that's where I hold a lot of my just stress and anxiety. Like I just feel like I'm always tensed up in those areas.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed like a lot of tension in my lumbar area, and it didn't really release, but I felt a lot of tension there.
Yeah, so the topic of our group being anxiety in social situations, you can see that our muscles will hold on to that anxiety, like clenching our jaw or our hands, or it can be in our lower back, and that can cause our body to keep that tension. And this is a good example of how mindful meditation or meditation in general can help your body relieve your anxiety. And this can be a tool used at home on your own time. You can start at a minute. You can go up to 3 minutes. It's all on your own pace. But I wanted to show you guys this tool to take home to help with your anxiety. And now I wanted to go on a scale of how confident do I feel in myself? Of 1, I do not feel confident about who I am, to 10, I feel very confident in who I am. I know some of you are working on your confidence while you struggle with anxiety about being in group situations. Please take this time to scale yourself, and then we will go around and share. You guys have scaled yourselves from 1 to 10. Think about, what step could I take to help further my confidence when in this group? What would be helpful? When you are ready to share, you are open to the floor.
I rated my confidence at like 6.5, I'd say, because I'm not too like, I do struggle with like confidence a little bit. But like not to an extreme deal, I guess. And I don't know particularly what could be What was the last question you asked again?
What would be helpful for you in this group?
I would say just with other people listening, everyone has listened this far and not interrupted, like you said. I think that's very helpful in continuing listening and encouraging would be helpful.
I think I would rate myself at a 5. I'm just like, I'm slowly but surely getting it back with all the stuff that's been going on in my life lately. So it's just being able to talk in the group is actually helpful. So, and hearing other people are going through similar situations. So that helps.
Ashley, you look like you were ready to share. Are you still open?
Yeah, I'd rate it like a 6. And as Mackenzie said, I would say like encouragement from the group is like the best thing, I guess, to like really like help everyone share and like have a safe space. So yeah.
I would probably say I'm like a 6 or a 7 right now. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like kind of just piggybacking off of what they said, like being kind of a safe space for other people and like listening to their like things that they're going through, and also just like going along with that, like what Stephanie said, like you don't really feel like alone, like you feel like you have someone who's like going through the same thing as you.
Sorry. I would say that I'm at like a 6 or 7 as well. And that just a lot of what everybody else said, it makes you feel like you're not alone when other people are also encouraging or going through the same thing and hearing what other people have to say as well. And I also feel like the second half of that too is just kind of my own thing and getting over about like not feeling judged by people so much. So having a safe space where everyone's pretty like understanding and also going through the same thing, that helps.
Okay. So based off of our confidence scales and what we did for our sentence finishers, a goal I would like to present to you guys, if you feel open to it for the group, would be increase the feelings of self-esteem / confidence while reducing feelings of inadequacy. Would you feel this is a good goal for the group?
Would you repeat it one more time?
Yes. So a goal that we could work on in this group is to increase the feelings of self-esteem / confidence while reducing feelings of inadequacy.
I'd say that's pretty accurate.
Agree.
I agreed.
So we have a few minutes remaining in our group session today. I just wanted to go over what we started with today, and then we will get to the tail end. So we started our group with a warm-up. It sounded like most of you said the atmosphere of today in our society has been affecting your anxiety to keep you further in your homes because you just don't know what's out there. You're worried about what people think about you when you go into a group. So I wanted to ask you guys what stood out today for you in this group and what could be a good takeaway point for you.
I feel like from like a different, like we have kind of seen, like obviously we all know our own struggles. So for me, it's been helpful to see, like I kind of said this before, to see that there are other people going through like a similar situation, and like maybe I should give myself some grace for kind of like, or give myself some slack and not like put so much pressure on myself to feel like I need to fit in with everybody, or I need to like have everyone's approval, or I don't know. I don't even know if that answered your question.
I kind of like what
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay. I kind of like what Hannah said about just like needing other people's approval and how it's okay to not need that. Something else I took away from this was the little like meditative, the body. What did you call that again, Alex?
It's a body scan.
A body scan, yeah, like the meditation. I've meditated before in the past, but it kind of helped reawaken that.
And if anyone else does not want to share, that is okay. Mo, you looked like you wanted to share. If not, it's okay.
I agree a lot of what Hannah said about it's nice to know that other people are also feeling the same thing and that we just kind of have to cut ourselves some slack and not be so hard on ourselves and understand that we're not the only ones that are going through this and other people are struggling with this too.
Okay.
Exactly. I think we're all at different stages of life, and so the struggles may be different, but as you get older, things don't magically disappear. It's like you start realizing that you've just got to let go and just let everything happen as it's going to happen. You can't control the situation.
Okay, and with that, we're going to come to a close with our group. We are going to pick up next week on anxiety in the work area because it might be going into that, since you guys said just going outside in today's climate is a problem. So we can pick up on anxiety in the workforce. I want to thank you all for coming in today, and I hope you all have a good rest of your night.